Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of Let's Play Gothic 2, The Night of the Riordian. In the previous episode we made our way to these ruins here together with the help of Laris. And now we need to find the water mages. However, as you can see, there are lots of rats down here, and I don't want to fight them all at once. So I'm trying to shoot them in the face, but as you can see, not with a lot of effort and not with a lot of success either. Not sure if we can deal with all these rats at once, but we certainly will try. Come on, hit it! Yes! Lovely. 3 rats for 1. 1 man will slaughter them all! And then eats mushrooms, because he needs to get high. No, but we want to eat these mushrooms, because we want to gain some mana. So, the more we eat, the better. And before we continue, let's have a save, yeah? Because I don't want to die in there. Also, in these ruins, the ancients lived, so you should better be wary about any stone tablets that you find in here. Because that might be one reason why we... Come on, rat. Don't go away, just die, lovely. There we go. Come on. There you go. So, what I was about to say, the ancient lived in these ruins.
Nothing to be had there.
So you should better look out for any crevice that might contain something useful. Also, there are parts where these stone sentinels lie around, and they normally have stone tablets on them, as well as old coins. So you better should look out for anything that looks suspicious and very, very old. Because you will need every possible artifact and every possible stone tablet that you can fight. Not fight. Find, of course. So, the first few killings have been very successful, with only a few health items to be taken care of. And there are 2 more rats down here. So, let's advance very, very slowly. A little bit back, so we have it on the steps. There we go. Now, I'm going to draw my bow to show you something that you don't want to encounter. Right now we have got about a few goblin skeletons here. You do not want to run into them fighting-wise. You want to run through. Just through. If you can, that is. Because for some reason they're actually very strong and quick. Maybe we can try that again. How about now? Normally I wouldn't advise you to fight them, so I'm trying my best to avoid them, but I guess I'm not going to be able to. I'm trying to jump to my best that I can and evade these goblins. Saturas! Help me! Help! I'm being chased by goblins! Goblin skeletons, rather. Is that it? They're dead? Well, at least one of them is dead. I've got a graphical glitch over there. Anyway, stone guardians. Time to, loot them. And yes, we don't want to go back there unless we have a really good weapon and some good armor. Anyway, time to save because we made it through. Huzzah! I think I only killed 1. But that's alright. 1 is better than nothing.
Are you mad? Get out of here.
Nah, I'm not mad. Don't you recognize me?
Hey, don't I know you? Of course, you bastard.
Oi!
Don't think that I could have forgotten how you betrayed us in the new
I
camp.
didn't betray you, I just wanted to, like, well, power up my sword. And by the way, I freed you from the barrier.
Drained our mound of ore of all magic power.
I
and then
did, I
simply
guess.
Disappeared. What exactly did you think you were doing?
Well...
It was necessary. Without the power of the ore, I could never have
Indeed!
defeated the
Be
sleeper.
strong, hero!
What sort of drivel is that? Sleeper? Defeated?
Yep.
Do you have the slightest idea what you have done?
Well, I've
You have confused
destroyed the
structure of
barrier.
magic so much that it could be heard back in Corinus.
Oh,
Found yourself
really?
lucky that the barrier simply collapsed one day.
Actually, it didn't, but you know what.
What are you complaining about? It all worked out all
Indeed.
Mind your tongue. What the blazes do you want here anyway?
Well, I guess...
right. I came here with Lars.
Lares? Really? Where is he?
Obviously
I'm
not
alone.
here.
Lars went back to the city.
Indeed he did.
What? And he sent you to us alone? What was he thinking?
He thought that I would be able to go through here.
I brought your ornament.
What in all the world is that supposed to mean?
Well, I brought you
Who
your
gave
ornament.
you
What's
that?
that the difference to
Don't tell me that Lares
understand?
simply handed it over to you.
Come off it now. I brought it to you. You do want it, don't you?
Certainly. But it disturbs me that you have your hand in the game once again.
Why are you making such a big deal about that old business with the ore mound? After all, I already worked for you back then, and you can't say that I was unreliable.
And what did it ultimately get me?
Your freedom, perhaps?
Just
That would
don't
be one
think
thing you
that-
gained from that, didn't you? Anyway...
Why is this ornament so important?
That would be a
to
good
you?
question.
It is the key to a portal.
Oh,
I shall
sounds
not
nice.
tell you more.
Oh, he's still piffed.
What are you doing down here?
These halls conceal ancient secrets, mysterious secrets. The inscriptions and murals indicate a very ancient culture.
Indeed.
Everything you can see here is written in a language completely unknown to us. We are only just beginning to learn it and grasp its meaning.
Alright. How about you let me join your little group of people?
I
huh?
want to join the Ring of Water.
What? How do you know about that? Who? Lares? I will kill him. He has broken our first rule.
Actually, he
To
didn't,
no
because it
one
was
but the Ring of
Cavallon, but...
I don't know what I should say. I only trust you where I can keep an eye on you.
It was Vatras who told me about the ring.
What? Vatras? Wonderful. Of all the water mages on the island, you run into the one who doesn't know you.
Well, I
I'm
guess
warning
it
you,
was
don't do
destiny,
anything
right?
stupid this time,
I'll make an effort.
Oh,
since there's no way of stopping you from keeping the other mages from doing
Indeed.
their work. You might as well take a message from me to one of them. Tell Riordian that I wish to see him here. He's in the rear part of the vault. You will find him there.
I will do that. Oh, they actually killed two of the goblins, it seems, because there's one over here and one over there. So there's only one more remaining. For the time being, we shall be moving on and find Riordian. Now, every one of the mages is back here, the ones that survived anyway, and that is all of them. So, let's talk to Riordian here.
Hey, you!
Hello!
What are you doing?
I'm studying the culture of the ancient people. Based on
Greetings to you as
inscriptions
well, by the way,
dated
and
long
welcome
before our
back.
time. I don't know exactly when they erected these halls, but their civilization was highly developed. They built a city on the other side of the mountains, and a temple for Adonos.
So,
How old do you
whoa,
think this place is?
earthquakes.
Well, I still can't say exactly, but it must be several hundred years old.
That sounds like old.
A lost city on the island of Corinus?
Yes, Until now, we lived in the belief that we knew the whole island.
Well,
We
I guess
assumed
that
the
belief was
entire
wrong.
northeast of the island was
Just
one
like someone
enormous
said,
mountain
well,
range.
the Earth
But
is
we were
not
wrong.
round. Actually,
Behind
it
these
was in the
mountains
end,
lies
so
a valley.
you never know what you might
The
discover.
city of the ancient people was located there. I would only too gladly see the buildings of the city, but they have probably fallen to dust long ago.
Indeed. Maybe.
Saturas
not.
wants to see you.
Has he gotten further with his investigation? Then I will go to him immediately. If
All
you
right.
want to learn more about this complex, talk to Nefarius.
I shall
You'll
do that.
find him farther back in these vaults.
Alright. Goodbye. And have fun. So, anything here? Nope. Alright, let's see who the next mage is that we meet. Also, this looks obviously
Well,
like a
with.
door. However, we don't have anything to open it with. And we also want to jump down here, because there's an old stone tablet down here. The old stone tablets don't give you any bonuses or anything. However, they will provide you with an experience boost once you can turn them into Vatras, so you should probably collect them as best you can. Now, let's have a look around this part first before we talk to any of these guys. We could cook some meat if we so want to, but we don't want that just yet. And there's an alchemist's bench over here as well as a rune table. So, if you're more like a mage, you could possibly do something in here. Anyway, time to talk to Nefarius. I suppose that is the one standing in front of the portal. And that's him
Hey,
indeed.
you.
How's it going?
What are you doing here?
Then the
There's a
one of the
certain
question will be, what are you
surprise.
doing
I
here?
thought you had been killed.
Almost.
Actually I was,
Quite a
but
fuss about you, you know that? I hardly recognized Saturas. He was so beside himself about that business back then.
you call that business? That I destroyed your ore clump? That I saved the colony? That everyone inside got out because of me? That's just business? Alright, well, I guess that's theoretically correct, but you could thank me for once, right?
What sort of portal is that?
We suspect that it leads to the Lost Valley.
Ah,
where
yes,
the
I was
ancient
already
culture
told
must have
that.
had their city. But the stone behind the portal is made of massive rock, yards thick.
Alright.
Also, there are no signs of teleportation magic. Very mysterious.
I guess so.
Do you know how to activate it?
I guess he
One of the
doesn't.
missing ornaments seems to be a sort of magical key.
Hmm.
We'll need it to get any further. It has
Alright.
to fit
Then
exactly
I
into
guess
the
I have
ring-shaped
something
hollow next
for
to the
you.
portal.
I
Yeah,
brought a part of the ornament.
Really? That's terrific.
indeed
Do
it
you have
is.
any idea where the other parts are?
According to the ancient inscriptions, it was broken into four.
Oh, of
pieces.
course it was.
It looks as though the parts are still to be found on the island, with Merdarian's help. I have translated some of the inscriptions. There are hints as to where the remaining pieces are. Here, I've marked some of the places on this map. Look around there.
I just wanted
You
to
should
say,
pay
I probably
attention
get a
to
new
old
map, don't I?
structures. They might be somewhat deteriorated and no longer clearly recognizable. It could be almost anything. A large rock, a stone circle, a mausoleum, or something similar. But what am I saying? You'll find it.
Of course I will.
Good luck.
Because, you know, I was already in so many caverns before that I do know what I was looking
Why
for.
was the ornament broken?
Whoever did it wanted to prevent the portal from ever being opened
The
again.
question would be
The longer I
why?
stare at the inscriptions, the more I realize that the priests of the ancient culture really were no fools. There was a good reason that they made the region back there inaccessible.
I guess
We
so.
don't know what awaits us there, but it certainly isn't anything good.
Well, what's the worst thing that can happen?
About the missing ornaments.
Well, other than the
Yes, how many
apocalypse,
were
of
there
course.
again?
There are 4 in all. You should find the others where I have marked the map.
Alright. So, we are going on a ornament hunt. But, for the moment, we shall talk to the other mages
Hey.
first.
Everything all right?
It's very brave of you to just walk in here.
Well, actually, I was more like running, but
What are you
I
doing
guess that's
here?
only a
I'm
technicality.
studying the language of the builders. The language is the key to understanding the ancient people. Each one of us must learn it, or this expedition will be over before it even begins. The builders use stone tablets to pass on their knowledge. Unfortunately, many of them are broken, or were stolen long ago.
Well, I guess grave robbers are always looking out for things they can't read at all. Well, it might be some worth it. I mean, if you can sell it at the black market, for example, like, hey, I've got this wonderful stone tablet in a language that I cannot read, and it's made out of stone! Isn't that worth something? Ugh, I never understand looters, because that can absolutely do you no good. Unless your name is Lara Croft, of course, but we don't have any Lara Croft in this universe, do we?
What's on these stone tablets, then?
They contain the collected knowledge of the ancient people.
Oh yes, that's
Some
certainly
of them increase knowledge of
very,
combat
very
and
interesting
magic by
for
magical
the normal
means.
folks.
For someone who can read the tablets, they are a real treasure.
Hmm.
Can you teach me to read the language?
Well, why not? I'll gladly pass on my knowledge to you.
Teach me that language.
We'll start with something easy. To begin with, I can teach you the language of the peasants. As a rule, texts written in the language of the peasants deal with worldly matters such as work, love, or obtaining food.
Wow.
It is the common language of the city. You will be able to understand most of the text found here if you know it.
Okay. So, language of the peasants is 5 LP. Not interested right now, but you know that you can always learn this from Myxir. So, let's talk to Medarian.
Busy?
These vaults are one big mystery for me. It's hard to imagine that no one else found them before now. We were able to uncover the entrance without difficulty. People
However,
were so occupied with their daily routine that no one looked more closely at this structure. I have no other explanation for it.
well, I guess this structure is also like very far away from any civilization. It might have something to do with that, don't you think? Like, who would be walking into the mountains where so many beasts live, other than hunters that want to, like, hunt for their meat or trophies? I very much doubt that this region is a very crowded one.
What is your task here?
I'm trying to find out where this round portal leads.
Well, Nefarius already knows that!
Nefarius look for the missing ornament. It is certain that this portal leads to another part
Oh,
of the island.
there we
do
go.
not yet
See, you know it
I
already.
don't remember ever having heard or read about that.
You mean other than the years that you spent in the colony not getting out? I guess so.
You really want to go through the portal?
Of course. Assuming we find that missing ornament, that is.
Well, we did
I
find
admit,
one part
It
already,
is a
so...
somewhat risky business, but we must
Is it?
absolutely find out what it has to do with these constant earthquakes.
Well, I guess if it fails like the teleporter in Star Trek the first movie, then yes, it might be difficult and very dangerous because you can't be materialized on the other end of the portal. That would suck.
What do you know about the earthquakes?
Something on the other side is causing them. The source is probably also causing the stone sentinels to awaken. But that isn't my job.
Oh no, it's not
Saturas
your
and
job at
Cronos
all.
can tell you more about that.
So what is your job then? Hmm?
What do you think you will find
Standing
over there?
here and talking
I'm
with
really
Cronos,
not sure.
of course.
I suspect that on the other side there will be a structure similar to this one, and a counterpart to this portal. Everything else we shall see when we get there.
Alright.
What is the fastest way back to the city?
I recommend you go back the same way.
Oh!
But you can
Wonderful.
also- No, that would be too dangerous.
Out with it.
Well, the builders of these halls had their own method of traveling.
Oh, that sounds
As far as we
nice.
can tell, they could teleport.
Well,
That's nothing.
you mean
special.
other than this
The
big,
teleporter stones
huge
that we
portal?
found here in Corinthus
Of
are
course.
special indeed. It seems as though the teleporter stone here in these halls may lead to the harbor city. However,
It is?
none of us
Oh.
had the courage to try it.
Well, I guess I'm going to try it then.
Where's this teleporter stone?
There is a door in the basin room. I have locked it up behind there.
Why?
Give me the key. I want to take a look at this thing.
Really? but I take no responsibility.
No, if I die, everything's
Here.
fine. The world will be
You
done
say
for,
so.
and everything
it
will
is.
die.
Where are the other teleporter stones?
That's a good
So
question.
far, we've only found one other somewhere in the middle of Corinus,
Well,
near the Dead Harpy Tavern.
oh, I know that one. Well, not yet, but
Can you teach
we
me
know.
anything about magic?
Once we're over there, I'll be at your disposal.
Oh, you can't do it now. Oh, I'm sad. Now, where's Cronos? It's probably still Myxir. That's Nefarius. Where did Cronos go? I want to trade with Cronos because he was the one who was selling out things last time.
May I bother you for a
Wow,
moment?
very formal.
It's you. I never thought I'd see your face again.
Well,
It's very
probably
brave of you to
glad
show
that
up
you
here.
see my
There was
face,
a time
right?
we would have skinned you alive. You can be glad that was a few weeks ago, and we've all calmed down.
Yeah, you sound completely healthy and mentally stable, my friend.
What are you doing here?
My task is to find out more about the
Why are you confused, what?
That is a tough nut, let me tell you. These stone sentinels have a characteristic that is utterly foreign to me.
Meaning?
One moment they're standing
It's a
around completely
big
lifeless.
statue that
The next
attacks
they're
you. What's so
attacking
foreign
you,
about that?
possessed.
You know
I
magic.
still haven't been able to determine their driving power, but one thing is sure. It is of magical origin.
Wow, that is like the best observation I've ever made in a game. Like, there's a freaking stone statue. It comes to life. This must be magic. Wow, he's bright.
Tell me more about these stone sentinels.
I can't tell you
Mages.
much so far. Unfortunately, we have had to destroy them. Now, they aren't dangerous. When
Are
they
you
came,
sure?
They attacked us. We could only defeat them with our combined power. And I'm afraid there are even more waiting for us behind the portal.
You
There
don't
must be
know
a way
that?
to banish their driving force, so that they remain nothing more than statues.
Yes, how about we destroy all of them? That's
Can you sell me some
probably the
equipment?
easiest way.
Why not? If I remember correctly, we've already done business.
Well, not in
Tell
this
me what
game,
you
but
need.
previously, indeed. So, some potions, some lab water bottles, sulfur, and the pitch. Nothing we really need. However, what we want to do is we want to go through this door here. And we want to go on the other side. And I think for some reason I've... Oh yeah, I've messed this up, didn't I? Alright. This was... well, this is 33 then. The second 33. Let's open this portal. And there's a teleporter. Is there anything else in here, I wonder? Why did you lock this up anyway? I mean, this is completely safe. Lockpick broke. Oh, come on. There we go. Ooh, 100 gold. That's useful. Very useful indeed. Right, anything else here? 'Cause I want to make sure I don't forget anything in this room. Well, there's a... wow, that's a closed gate there. The question is, can I go through? I guess not. Where is this leading me to anyway? Isn't that the big chamber where Saturas is? No, that's the one where the goblin skeletons are. Huh. Well, I guess I can't go through there just yet. Maybe I never can. But we shall try this teleporter. Whoosh! Oh my goodness. Oh god, that's an orc! Run! Run, hero, run! Oh my god, that's an orc! Go! Run! Run! There's a warg behind me, run! Oh my goodness, run! Jump! Jump! Oh, this is terrible! Mika, help me! Oh! I think I've done it! Wow, that was close. That was an orc. That's the one where I teleported to. Very dangerous stuff. Let's go into town. Really, really quickly. Now, Kansar's not here. Too bad. For him. Because I would have probably paid him back now.
Go away. Don't tell me.
Where is he? Rangaru. He's probably upstairs. Because I want to pay him back so I can buy from the merchants. Otherwise, this is going to be a really terrible thing. So, Kansar, here you are. Stand up when I talk to you.
Have you come to pay?
How much was that again?
500? Alright.
All right, I'll pay up. You leave me no choice.
Good. Then I shall see to it that you are...
Thank you.
Show me your wares.
Take your pick.
Alright, so we've spent about 500 gold for nothing, basically. However, we now have the opportunity to sell some stuff. Well, we actually do have lots more stuff here that we can definitely use at this point. Considering that we can use the spiked cudgel, if I'm not completely wrong. Because we have enough strength for it, indeed. So, we can sell some other weapons. To be exact, we want to sell the spike club and the sword. Other than that, we can sell... Nah, I want to keep the key. These bones. Some furs. Some skins of wolves, which net us a good amount. And some more stuff here that we don't need. Oh, we won't definitely want to unlock this one. For sure. You can have your ladder back, by the way. And other than that, I think we're gonna keep what we have.
I've got it.
Right. It is time to open this bag. 25. So we're about halfway through to a little bit more of a better weapon again. Let's talk to Yora. Because we want to talk about him with Rangaru.
Yes, how's it going? Have you caught him? And much more importantly, do you have my gold?
I guess I could pay him back.
He got away from me.
And what about my gold? Did he get away with it?
No, I can give you here.
Here's the 50 gold pieces he stole from you.
Innos be praised. There is still
That's actually
justice
my
in the
gold
city.
now, but you know.
I want part of the gold as a reward.
If it's gold you want, then hunt down the thieves and...
Oh, really? No reward at all? Ah, cheap bugger. This is Hakon, this is Aberdeen, alright. So that's the part that we needed to do to be able to trade with the merchants again, because I screwed up a bit. But that's alright. So we need to be able to rest now, because I don't want to run outside in the rain, because I hate rain.
That's what I've always said.
Oops. There we go. Move around. Go to Constantino. Click on him. Wait for him to stand up. And take his bed. Good night. Okay. So. Everything is well. How much XP do we need? 150 around. Alright, do we have any quests that we can finish up? Portal... That was Errol. Nah, not before we want to continue. So, I think we're going to cut the video off here. And when we come back, folks, we shall be heading back outside the city. Because there's lots of monsters out there that we want to kill and get some more experience. Because, you know, levels in this game is everything. So, I will see you all next time.